Let's get to it.
YouTube, what is going on? Old Man Mesa here, back at it with some Destiny, and we're going to take a look at all 4 of the new PvP maps that come with the House of Wolves, and I'm going to start off with this one, Widow's Court, because by far, this is the best looking PvP map I've ever seen within Destiny. Because when I first got on it, I was like, am I playing Destiny? Because it totally doesn't feel like it in terms of its aesthetics. Okay, it completely looks different because it takes place in the European Dead Zone. So it's got the whole medieval castle feel. I'll show you in a second here. You can see all the way back where the sea flag is, right there, back there. There's like a castle there, and that's where there's some close quarters combat takes place. So now we only got to play each map one time. It was just fire teams of 4, small fire teams. It was me, Dado, Holtzman from Planet Destiny, and Enraged Cinema. So now with this particular map, you definitely have some long lines of sight. So I think snipers are definitely going to like this map. You probably want to go with long distance type weapons. I know Dado and Holtzman were using their snipers and Hawk Moons. I was just sticking with my good old Red Death because that's all I'm pretty good with. And a lot of the flags are kind of hidden by this like stone broken wall that's still right on the open. So perfect for someone like me with my Voidwalker Axiom Bolt nades to catch people that are either one shot or if I've clipped them, finish them off with those Axiom Bolts. So let me just show you real quick, guys. Here we're going to go into where CDOM is located, which is in this little medieval castle type thing. And again, I just can't get over how beautiful this map looks. So this is where you're pretty much going to get into any close quarter shotgun type of battle. So, but I'd say overall this map, not a shotgun, not a fusion rifle type map, because you're going to be far from people. Everything seems to take place from long distance, and if you're a sniper, definitely going to dig this map, I think. And for the curious, Bungie actually imported all of our character data, so that's why I was able to use the weapons I want to use in my actual character and gear and everything. So using my corrective measure, my favorite HMG for PvP, Fellwinter's Lie, which I didn't get to use on this map at all, and then also Red Death. Alright, now map number 2 we're looking at is called Thieves Den. And I love this map, okay? I'm going to say it's kind of tied with me in terms of liking it next to Widow's Court, because it's aesthetically, again, they're all amazing looking, but I love corridory type maps. Is that even a word, corridory? I love maps with a lot of corridors, because when you see people pop up on your tracker site, and once you learn the map, it's pretty predictable in terms of where they're going to be with those corridors. But you got to be careful, because there are a lot of spots where you could fall off the ledge. I know I did a few times. I actually had a really good game, and I might upload the full gameplay with, you can hear all the chat banter and stuff through it. So, but it's got a few open areas by ADOM and CDOM, but all going to be either in the middle or off to the sides. It's basically all corridors. And again, you got to be careful if you'd be falling off the ledge there. But I think I am going to upload the full gameplay later on after this, because I had a really good game, and you get to see more of the map. Now, I'm doing what I always do when I first learn a map. I stick to just one whole side of the map until I learn it, and then I'll start doing the other side. This whole game, we were pretty much just capping A and B the whole time and keeping them kind of, not spawn trap, but basically keeping them all over on C. I think eventually towards the end of the game, we end up then spawning over at C, but again, we won this game. Alright, next one is called Black Shield, and I did terrible on this map, guys. I don't know what it was. I just, look at my aim. Terrible aim. This one definitely, when you first look at it, reminds you of Firebase Delphi, because the lore or whatever story behind is that it's actually on a moon that surrounds Mars. It's a Firebase that the Cabal established. So that's why it's not actually on Mars. It's on the moon that surrounds Mars. I know, Phobos, right? Too much information, but anyway, this map, it's not like Firebase at all. You don't. So you know how Firebase is like mostly everything takes place in those corridors, and you don't go outside that much? This one is basically all outside. It reminds me a little bit flow-wise to Widow's Court in terms of everything's pretty much outside. Not small, but not too big. You can still get around pretty quickly, just like Widow's Court. I think snipers are going to like this. There are some corridors where you can get into some shotgun and fusion rifle battles, but for the most part, it's going to be long distance, going to have lots of snipers, and you want to use long-range weapons. B is pretty much the hardest part to cap, because it's right in the middle, it's very, very open, and there's lots of long lines of sight to B, actually. So when you're capping B, you're pretty much out in the open. People can be coming from inside the base to get you, or as well as sniping from the outskirts of the base. But again, another beautiful map. Looks really cool. Okay, then lastly we got a PlayStation exclusive. Okay, and this one's called Timekeeper. So it's on Mars, but it's based around a structure that the Vex built. Okay, and you know, I've said this phrase before. This map is hairier than a chia pet. And there was even some parts where it just kind of had like an Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark feel to it, where the CDOM flag is, because it's down located in this little pit you got to go to, and this is a really cool map. This map is small. It is outdoory, but it's got kind of multiple levels. So people are all all over the place. You can get away with using shotguns and fusion rifles, but you can also snipe on this map also because of the multiple levels. You got some really high points, you got some really low points, and absolutely ton of fun to play in this map. I loved it. So that's my quick review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I think I definitely am going to upload a couple of these, just the full live commentaries. But as I mentioned in my Trials of Osiris vid, which should be up by now, because the embargo is over for posting PvP content, is that my mic, it wasn't really being picked up, but you could hear Holtzman and you could hear Dado the whole time. So, and I'll post maybe 1 or 2 of those games up after these, okay? I just want you to see the Trials of Osiris video, this video, to give you a feel for what these maps are all about. And that's it, guys. So drop a like at this video only if you see fit. Make sure you like it and share it if you enjoyed it. Wait, did I just... Oh, God. Mesa Babbles engaged. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Links will be in the description. And that's it. You stay bloody gorgeous, Guardians.